self-loving is selfish, I say is revolutionary. Now let's talk about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is found to be where you send letters to people, you buy chocolate, buy flowers for your loved one, but what was it really made for? Let's rewind. There are many different conceptions of how Valentine's Day was created. I will be going into one of them. One of the most common theories of Valentine's is after a guy named Valentine. He was a Christian priest during the 3rd century AD. He believed in love. He really did. At that time, the emperor did not want people to get married because he had thought unmarried men made better soldiers. Valentine secretly performed marriages at his young age. He was eventually executed and arrested, becoming a martyr. Now that is one of the most common theories of how Valentine's Day was created. Now let's skip into the most common misconceptions of self-love. Loving yourself is being selfish. You don't care about what other people think. Why are you pouring so much time into yourself? Why do you constantly journal and act like you deserve better? If I can't pour into myself, how do I expect to love others better? Spending time with myself, journaling, taking a nice bath, reading a nice book, binging sometimes a nice TV show are ways that I choose to love myself so that eventually I can pour back into my community. Self-love is a process that I can only do alone. I don't need no one's help. It is an isolation process and I choose to be by myself. I don't need no one's help. I don't need you inviting me to any parties. I am going to just be in my room, isolating myself from the rest of the world, because that is how self-love is created. Self-love for me, obviously it includes some time alone. It includes journaling alone, reading a nice book, really meditating on your deep emotions and your deep thoughts. But it is also a product that is shown outside in my community. When I go hang out with my friends, that is when my process and my journey of self-love is really shown. The way I treat people, the way I carry myself through a room, the way I help myself make better decisions in a room full of people that I may love. Self-love is a process done alone, but the results are seen farther more than my room. I need to fix myself before I am fully healed. I can't allow myself to party, to have fun, to indulge in a good treat, because I need to work on myself. Healing is a continuous journey for myself. It is not a destination. I was born with so much love for myself, and I choose to continue the process because I am the person I'm going to be with my entire life. I choose to pour into myself because that is what I deserve. Healing is not a final destination for me. Healing means a lot more to me than just the destination. The ups and downs are where my true love, my self-love really shines. I see that I love myself. I have nothing to prove to anyone, and destination, it doesn't even matter to me because I am so in love with my ups and my downs and my wrongs and my rights and my good and my bads. I don't care about the destination. I am so in love with my journey. Because of my self-love journey, I can indulge in anything that I want. It doesn't matter. I love myself so much. I'll give myself everything that I want. I am not gonna care about the money I'm spending, the kind of food I'm putting in my body, whether I'm exercising or not. Who cares? I love myself enough to do all this. Discipline is a strong result of the self-love that I'm pouring into myself. I know that discipline is the highest form of self-love, and I am choosing to sometimes wake up at 6, 7. That means I'm choosing to wake up at 6 a.m. to really pour time into working out, to maybe buying myself a new workout set so I really feel like I could push myself there. It means getting ready on days that I don't want to get ready. Of course, discipline doesn't only involve the good stuff, it also includes the things that you sometimes want. It is maintaining that balance between your wants and your needs. Discipline is a strong aspect of how we should be living our lives, and I choose to love myself, so I know that discipline is something that I really need in my life, and I choose to incorporate it. Now let's jump into my favorite part, the psychology aspect of self-love. We're going to be going through 4 quick points of how self-love is explained through psychology. Firstly, acceptance of self. All the parts. This means loving the good parts of yourself and the not so good parts of yourself. Your flaws are meant to be loved, not worshipped. If there are things that you want to change, which we all do, let's work on them instead of beating ourselves down and saying, why do I act like this? Why do I dress like this? Why do I do this? Why do I say that? Self-love, like some people, are not performative. Your self-love worthiness is not measured by how many times you wake up at the right time. If you worked out 5 times in a week. No, hold on. Self-love doesn't work like that. It's not performative. It is absolutely not performative. In times like those where maybe you wake up at 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. like you promised yourself, self-love is found in those quiet moments, that silence. How do you speak to yourself? How do you speak to yourself? Do you start beating yourself down? Do you say, why did I choose to wake up at this time? I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. I don't deserve this. Of course I couldn't do it. Of course I can't make it. How am I going to finish this? We are not moving into 2026 like this. So let's be honest with ourselves and let's love ourselves through the flaws, through the mistakes. Mistakes are what make us up. We are human. We are allowed to make mistakes. Love ourselves through it. So what if you woke up at 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m.? You love yourselves through it and you rearrange your day. You prioritize the love. Those days are really when you need to show up for yourselves. Number 3, paying attention to your words and your deeds. Now this is more stepping into the society. How do you carry yourselves? Do you carry yourself with respect, with authority? Do you love yourself so much that no matter what anyone's doing, you're not giving them your energy? Your energy is sacred. So yes, how are we behaving in a society, in our community? Do our actions really align with how much we respect ourselves? If someone were to make a movie on your actions throughout your day, throughout your daily life, would someone believe that you respect yourself with the way you carry yourself in your community? Whether that be at school, at university, college, workplace. If someone was watching the movie of your life, how would they feel? Would they feel that you respect yourself? Do you respect yourself enough to carry yourself with pure confidence, with authority, with knowing that you are placed in this room, in this moment by God himself? Actions may look like really loving on your neighbor, really loving on the people in your community, because you pour so much love into yourself that you are now able to give love to others. Actions may also look like saying no when you need to. Having firm boundaries really shows that you have respect for yourself. You know when to stop. You know when it's too much. You know when something is not right for you. When you are truly aligned with yourself, that is when the magic happens. Lastly, realizing one's value in society. Now going back to society. In Chinese society, self-love is not only realizing one's value, but it is also how you contribute and respect and add to your community, to your society. So today, how are you showing up for your community? Are you respecting and contributing to your society? All of these are beautiful ways to really remind yourself of your self-love. Self-love means realizing one's value, realizing your own value that you have within yourself. You have nothing to prove. But if you truly feel like you want to bring out something for the society, if you want to work, if you want to maybe give rides to your work friends, right? If you want to help a peer with their homework, right? What are you really doing with yourself? Are you truly aligning yourself with your purpose? Are you loving yourself enough to say, this is what I need to do and I'm going to do it? Are you truly aligning with your conscience, and are you truly aligning with the energy that you have within yourselves? Now let's jump into ways to self-love on Valentine's Day. Buy a loved one flowers or chocolate. When you really pour into other people and you respect and you appreciate the love that they may have, the love that you might share, even if it's not romantic, you are really aligning yourself with the universe, with God, and saying, I can appreciate the love that is within my life right now, and I'm ready to receive more. If that is what you want. If you are ready to receive more than just platonic and family love, appreciate the love around. When you see someone smiling at their partner, love on them. Say, I have that too. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. I have that too. Secondly, on Valentine's or the day before, work on your passions and hobbies. That is a real hit for dopamine. So complete something that you may have not finished. This can include maybe a crochet project that you kind of just brushed off because you were too tired to work on it. Maybe you were too busy. Now is the perfect time to do so. The dopamine hits you're about to get, guys, don't even. Maybe this means really cooking up that recipe that you have in your notes app for years now. Bring it out, go get the ingredients, make it for yourself, for your family. Pour out love for yourself. Thirdly, a digital detox. One of the best ways to spend Valentine's Day is maybe setting firm boundaries. If this is what you need, you do it. You align yourself with your true purpose. If you need to mute your phone for the whole day, not go on social media so that your energy doesn't get disrupted, who cares? Valentine's Day is a precious day to really feel safe and firm in your presence, to be grounded within yourselves, because that is what is important. Lastly, write a letter. This can be to your future self, partner, loved one, a family member. It can be anyone. Pour into yourself. This exercise is to really feel grounded in the energy of love. Feel grounded in loving people, because love is the same no matter what. When you're writing the letter, let's write from the perspective of thanking them for the love that they have poured into you and how much your bucket has overflown, how much love you have poured into them. Thank them for loving you. Thank them for allowing this opportunity. Thank God, thank the universe for this opportunity, this relationship to pass you. It is a beautiful opportunity to really feel grounded. Once you're done writing the letter, tuck it away. Really channel yourself in that feeling of gratitude, of love, of bliss, because you are so loved, my friend. You are so loved. Lastly, my favorite part and your favorite part, food for thought. Let's take this week of being surrounded with love, whether it's romantic, platonic, love within your family. I'm so grateful that you have each other. Let's really chew on the fact that your perspective is what makes your life. If you see love everywhere, that is because you are full of so much love. And I can't even explain this in words. You're full of so much love. If you see love all around you, whether it's romantic, whether it's platonic, whether it's within your community, within your family, you see it because that is your perspective. You are full of so much love. Lastly, I really want us to focus on this. As I mentioned before within the video, if you are someone who is searching for a romantic connection for someone, let's not discourage it when we see it within others. I gotta bring out my second head. I cannot express the amount of videos I have seen on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube even, saying, oh, fuck Valentine's. The amount of videos I have seen on TikTok, on Instagram, I'm gonna put one up right here. The amount of videos I have seen saying Valentine's Day is crap, I don't have that, I don't want to see any of that. If you see a video that you're like, oh, I want that too, instead of immediately going to, I don't have that, so I don't like that, I'm going to put hate comments here, I'm not gonna engage with this, and just really depress yourself within your energy. Let's say, wow, thank you for them. And thank you that I have that too. I have that too. I have that too. And that concludes our video for Valentine's Day self-love. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications because your life is about to change.